Greetings from the Sharing Ministry of the Presbytery of the Northwest. We are a new presbytery, stretching from central Alberta to as far north as the Canada Goose flies. And such a large presbytery requires new ways of doing ministry. Starting in 2023, we began to experiment with a regional model that's intended to help smaller congregations who could not afford ministry staff. Essentially, each congregation leads worship on their own, supported by a liturgy and videoed segments from the regional minister. I then go on rotation to each church to share communion and moderate session, much like the old-fashioned itinerant preachers who would ride a circuit on horseback. This enables one minister to serve a wider area than was previously possible, as well as giving more flexibility to the churches that are involved. In this model, the regional minister is directly employed by the presbytery. Each congregation that uses the resources of the ministry is asked to give what they can, hopefully about the equivalent of what they would have given for pulpit supply and intermoderator fees. And then the presbytery covers the remaining amount. Because the regional minister is an employee of the presbytery, the churches involved in the program are not bound to the program in the way that they would have been in a multi-point charge. They can join or leave as needed. They might use all of our resources or just pick what works best for them. Some might choose to project our videos. Others might just read the sermons, and others choose to use a mix of local pulpit supply and videos. All of those options remain available to them. In our case right now, there's currently 3 churches that are making full use of the ministry. I provide the video recordings each Sunday, and I visit them in person about once a month. We also have a 4th church that uses the regional minister primarily for moderating session. We host Bible studies by Zoom so that members of all the churches are able to attend. We are 1 year into this regional ministry, and so far, we're getting pretty positive feedback. Everyone recognizes that this is not an ideal scenario. Every church would love to be able to afford a minister themselves, but this does work well for where they're at. It has provided consistent ministry leadership, while also giving the congregation just the financial space to be able to breathe a little. They report that the videos are working in particular because the churches have a relationship with the minister that they see in person at least monthly. If you'd like more information on what we are doing at the Presbytery of the Northwest, feel free to reach out to me at the email below. And please pray for us as we experiment and figure out new ways to serve the congregations in our presbytery.